I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan. Your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be f***ing sour. Take a cold shower. Scream until you're louder. Work until you're prouder. And f*** all the doubters, they're just your downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. Yo, let's go. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring. Yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring. How you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart, are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs. Are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
What's up, Grasshopper? You ready to see some side hustle ideas and get your mind right? Have you ever considered side hustles, but just don't know how to get started? Many craftsmen and craftswomen are badasses at their crafts, but business plans? That shit just freaks them the hell out. Many people who begin in boxing, MMA, or other fighting arts have to train their asses off just to get sponsors or even get a chance to fight for cash. That thing, whatever it is you do, can be themed into some sort of side hustle that may pump up them digits in your bank account. Do you understand what I'm saying? These ideas can pump up your bank account and keep that landlord off your back. Being broke ain't no joke. Me and Mr. Gene have no idea what you're good at. And I'm talking about like hobbies, things you like to do that you don't get paid for. Maybe we could transform that into some sort of side hustle. Even if fighting ain't your thing, you may love other sports like baseball, soccer, basketball, football, and even extreme sports like snowboarding and skateboarding. See if there are events or stores in your area that's themed around these things you already do. I don't know, you may even still ride BMX bikes, make a centerpiece for their events. See where I'm going with this? You don't even get paid for these activities because you love the shit out of this thing, obviously. Me and Mr. Gene's intent is to figure out a product that you can do or get some friends to help you do because you're already in the zone about that thing. And if you love that thing, it's so much easier to sell. Do you get it? Do you get what I'm saying? What product can you do if you are Right now, hitting that bag, picturing it's your landlord. I get it. We get it. I'm not saying quit your dream or your current job. I'm just saying, have a friggin' side hustle, will ya? Let's remember the gladiators and gladiatrix way back in the day. These warrior fighters were strong, passionate athletes. They endured blood, sweat, and tears. They were tough as nails. They didn't go on to be 21-year-old life coaches. No. Really made tough-ass things like little centerpieces. Okay, maybe that was a bad pitch and sounded whack. But anyway, moving on. Entrepreneurs, craftsmen and craftswomen, artists, sculptors, those in the creative trade and business industry, we all know you can't steal second base and keep your foot on first. You gotta take some risks. You gotta see what you're made of. Like Bruce Lee once said, not trying is the crime. Knowledge is not enough. We must apply. Can we at least try to see how badass we are by building things with our hands and watch that bank account get pumped up too? Not trying is the crime.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kinda funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. One day I'll be yours. One day I'll be yours. I'll be yours. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life changes just open the door. One thing's certain, I'll always be yours. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours.
Just because you're a badass at your craft, you still might need a little help selling these things, and watch how I've been able to tap into unique markets by recycling my scrap materials into centerpieces and other small products. The choice is yours. This show and tell shop talk episode called Be Better Too, Fighters and Side Hustles, just give it a chance. It just may stimulate that inner designer and entrepreneur in you, so you too can create something that you enjoy but also sells. Most importantly, help you pay the bills. I'm trying to give you a hand up, not a handout. When I talk about things you enjoy, I mean like hobbies and interests that it is you do, that you don't get paid for, but you still love to do for some reason. Figure it out. Write it down. You gotta mix these things up into a blender type thing. Hold on, cut the tape. Excuse me. I got this giant Jurassic chicken looking thing flapping in front of me. Maybe it'll chill and relax a little bit so I can get back to helping you with my shop talk. You editor guys, did you unleash something out of some cage you weren't supposed to? These guys always do this to me. They want to see how I react under pressure. But anyway, back to the show. Don't pay attention to this flying chicken. If MMA, boxing, or other fighting arts ain't your thing, I get it. I'm not going to lecture you on what you should do. I'm just trying to share with you what I do. Fighting arts is what I love. I also love chess. I love punk rock, thrash metal, hip-hop, Motown. I even love the philosophy of Bruce Lee, not just his fighting skills. No. I love his philosophy. But obviously, I also love woodworking and surface fabrication. So what I did was just figure out a way to mix these all up into my blender. This is my pump-up drink, and I'm just offering you a shot. You're going to have to create your own mixed pump-up drink, though, with all your ingredients, not mine, yours. Now, while you're watching this show and tell visual communication type thingy I made, just simply picture yourself, instead of me, at these events with the things you like that you could come up with, and try to figure out what kind of small product can you make based on your current skills or the potential skills you are going to achieve. You are already going to have a good time if you do this and go to these events. You will be meeting many potential customers who will see the happiness on your face. Know why? Because you're at a show at what you love. You are in the zone. It's your thing. I'm just trying to show and tell you what I did.
What is it you want to do with your life for you? Nobody else.
Brian.
Get it? Alright.
Yeah, thanks! Took him down!
At 2 minutes and 41 seconds into the first round, with your winner by way of knockout, let's give it up for David
What do you think about your man?
Oh, I think it was awesome, man. Thank you so much.
No problem, brother. We're Jersey brothers, man. Bang, bro, refresh.
Gives a shit about anybody else. What do you want? What just makes you look in the mirror and say, wow, I love doing what I do? And then transform that into a business is what I'm talking about. You have to believe you can do this. If you think you can or you think you can't, no argument for me. I agree with you. If you don't think you can do it, just stay where you're at. But if you think you can, hey, I agree with you. If you're afraid to see what you're made of because you feel like you might make mistakes and fail, don't give up. Not trying at all is the crime. If you want to get into boxing or MMA, you do know you're going to get punched in the face, a lot. especially in the beginning. Some bigger fists and some little ones. You're just gonna learn how to block better. You're gonna learn how to train better. Don't worry about the people in the stand. And envy crabs always try to pull us down. They're talking about you and throwing shade on you if you fail or make a mistake, because if they talked about themselves, nobody will even listen. They're boring. Don't worry about them. Feed their fuel to your fire.
Talk. Team Animal rocks the house. Rock, get in there.
Third order fighting. Judges won this fight unanimous 3-round decision. 2 judges had the comment section rated 30-27. One guy fucked up a little. It's okay. Excuse me. We're here until 30. That's how we do it.
Love you guys. Love these guys.
You can learn a lot from watching fighters go after their dreams. When you start out in business, you too will make mistakes. And yes, people will doubt your ambition, only because they don't have any ambition their damn selves. Why else would envy crabs throw shade on those people who go after their dreams? Not trying is the crime. Envy crabs really just illuminate their regrets for not going after their dreams, or at least trying. They just are afraid they'll fail, so they never take a shot at the basket. This way they could say they never missed the basket. I get it, but you do you. We're gonna do us. Delete them people from your life if you could. Surround yourself with people on the same mission as you, or somewhat like just understanding that you gotta do this, and if it doesn't work, hey, you're gonna keep trying. It might make your inner circle of friends a little bit smaller, but so what? Wouldn't you rather have 4 quarters in your pocket than 100 pennies?
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
What's up, dude? Yeah, I agree with Mr. Gene on that one. It's better to have just 4 quarters in my pocket instead of 100 pennies. I agree, because too many envy crabs around us distract us from our goals. But anyway, do you guys know about Gordon Shotgun Shell? He gave Mr. Gene a challenge back in the day by asking him to add a backlighted edge to Geos recycled glass surfaces, and Mr. Gene also made like a swervy kind of scene for a trade show Gordon was going to. Mr. Gene always loves a challenge. We hope you do too. But if you too are a surface fabricator and want to introduce a new material, Gordon Shell can help you get set up with Federa quartz, Geos recycled glass, and even a few solid surface brands. He's what we like to call a go-to guy in the service industry. Check him out, dudes. He is a badass fighter as well. There are many fighters involved in the trade industry. Gordon Shotgun Shell is one cool dude. He is very active with the Michigan Humane Society and also, get this, the Detroit Dog Rescue. This is one fighter with a heart of gold. You can also watch his documentary, The Dog Fighter. Yeah, he fights for dogs so they don't have to. He knows people that fight dogs are punks, straight up punks. But first, you have to finish watching this video because me and Mr. Gene need to put some ideas in your head so you can stop staring at that phone waiting for one of those 100 job applications you got out there. I know you probably got a lot out there, but we can't keep waiting for them to respond. Mr. Gene also made this cool, clear resin fist for Gordon with shotgun caps in the knuckles. And get this, it also lights up. Yeah, it lights up. It's pretty cool. He put it on a bamboo platform that you too can make. It's just so badass. But listen here, Grasshopper. Me and Mr. Gene are simply gonna try to get you to think different and strategize some side hustles so you can put some money in your pocket and become self-supporting based on the level of your skill set. Whether it's countertops, bar tops, tabletops, or the small products like you're gonna see in this video. We both know when you are in the early stages of fighting, money may be a little difficult, let's just say that. Because you gotta keep training to achieve your goals. Cash might help you with those goals until you get sponsorships and fight purse winnings. In the meantime, just think about it. Side hustles might not be a bad thing. Check it out. By the way, after the women's boxing event at the tail end of this video, I'm gonna show you my fighting skills. When my boss invites Mr. Gene to the house to do a free estimate for a customized desk, yeah, Mr. Gene's a trip. He actually thinks he is Bruce Lee. Let's just say, Mr. Gene Shop Talk, I kinda changed it into Mr. Gene Slap Talk. But anyway, keep watching, Grasshopper. See you soon.
More of my Shop Talk episodes are coming up, but they're only focused on the business side. Mainly, I might sneak in a little tip on how to cut something, but mainly they are focused on the business side to help you be better in life and be better at your side hustle. Sometimes life and business do go hand in hand. It's not like you can keep them separate. When you run your business, you'll figure that out. Hopefully, after watching this, you can get to the point where you can't even tell the difference between work and play. No one will notice. You won't even know if you're working or playing. And that, my friend, is a badass place to be. Once you achieve that, you're going to be good. I'm going to do my best to help you. I got you. Like I said, if you're not into fighting sports, maybe try other sports items and events. I haven't tried tennis yet, but I am sure, though, I would kind of feel out of place at one of these tennis events because I'm just not into it. But maybe you are. Maybe you can design some tennis racket type thing and incorporate it into a centerpiece. But just Google tennis events in your area, send them a pic of the thing you made to the event planner, and get going. See what happens. Of course, I can do that. I can make themed centerpieces at this event, but I kind of think I'm going to feel out of place and not as happy. I would feel like other sales reps I meet who appear to work in a field they aren't too excited about. I'm afraid to look like that person. A tennis match would make me yawn for like 3 days. My only tennis experience I can think of looking back was using a tennis racket I found in a garbage can and used it as an air guitar while jamming the Slayer. But that's the point. This ain't about me. It's about you. Do you understand what I'm saying? I want you to be better. I want you to be in control of your finances. I want you to be in control of the type of business you want to run. This way you can focus on your dream.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Do you fish? I make many fish and nautical themed products for people, but I also would feel out of place if I went to a fishing event, because, I only fished a couple times in my life, and I basically grew up on tuna fish in a can. I wouldn't know how to talk to people who know the names of fish that I can't even pronounce. But I'm sure if you get familiar practicing how to make small products, you too can now pay the bills and remove that worry so you can be more focused on your goal. If you're not handy, start learning some basic woodworking skills in your area. Maybe team up with a friend that is crafty with tools. I don't know. Keep in mind, lots of work goes into building and managing a side hustle. You need to sell these things, not just make them. You got to sell these things so they can become accounts, or else eventually you're going to go belly up and then have to listen to them haters again dog you for not having a job or working. I don't know your story. I don't even know if you're okay. I don't know. You may have pressure from your friends and family to just get a job and throw shade on your dreams. Some of us have checkered pasts, things we did we're not proud of. And with some of those dumbass questions on many job applications, it gets complicated. Plus, training and achieving your dreams is very important to you and me. If we can grab hold of a side hustle and make money, pay our bills, and focus on these goals, some of those friends and family, they just may shut up. I know, they care about you, but they just don't understand. We need to achieve our dreams. We need to do this. How important is achieving your dream? Now, if you are one of those helicopter friends or family, and you can't relate to this video at all, I get it. We get it. You can copy this link and send it to that person, that family member, that friend of someone who just you see may be struggling a little bit. Perhaps this shop talk thing can help them. That's how you still can give them a hand up and not a hand out. Some of these friends and family members we care so much about just need a little jump start. Just send them a link of jumper cables and give them a little bit of hope. You do know what HOPE stands for, right? I hope you do know what HOPE stands for. HOPE stands for helping other people evolve. Okay? Copy a link. See what happens. But don't thank me too much, though. The results aren't in yet. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate what you're doing, but let's just click this link and pass it around to everybody. Everybody you know. And I get it. You don't understand this video because you don't box, you don't fight, you don't jump in a cage match and try to see if you're a gladiator or not. I get it. We have to fight ourselves. We have to. But we have to learn other things.
I care about you. I care about you added some tools to your mind and your skill set. You may be the next fabricator of the industry. You just might not know how to market some of your products so you could do your craft. You got a business to run and ignite your inner superpowers. We gonna do that. I always want to be with the players in the field. They tend to do better. Want to know a secret? Them people in the stands, they make mistakes too. If the pencil with an eraser ever becomes extinct like a phone book or a VCR, then maybe you should worry. Be a pencil person, bro. Keep learning. Sharpen that pencil. Admit your mistakes, process them, and move on. I know some pretty powerful people who have made mistakes in their life and their businesses too. And they're doing fine. Get over it. Build a bridge and get over it. Keep moving and try to be better. But the ones who defend those mistakes, spot them. Check them out. People like, I didn't make a mistake. It was such and such's fault. It was cause, blah, 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 blah. Mistakes are teaching you something you overlooked. Them people, they suck. You made a mistake. We all know it. Get over it. You can't do the same mistake twice anyway. If you do, it's not a mistake. It's a choice. Then you gotta let them 96 friends throw shade on you though, I guess. But you can handle it. The best advice I ever heard, I'll share with you. Ready for it? Be better. You're a service-orientated business. Advice from store owners who buy and sell goods may not be able to give you proper advice, even though they mean well. Entrepreneurs and business owners must be willing to be misunderstood for long periods of time. It's way more than putting it in your status with pics of you holding cash wearing sunglasses. For example, go tell your parents and friends you were starting a business instead of getting a job. Your closest friends will call you or DM you to tell you the horrors of running a business. But you were different. You want this. Not everybody can work for Amazon. Someone has to start a business. That may be you. Put your life on hold for a while. Really learn. You still can run the business slowly and cautious while keeping track of what you want to sell and what you don't want to sell. Break up your work weeks in the beginning and set times in the morning to figure out ways to improve. In the afternoon, you can practice making samples of your creations. Where you want to be in 2 years. 2 years flies by, but the choice is yours of how you want to run your business. I'm just trying to help. If boxing or MMA ain't your thing, or chess, I don't know, find out what it is you do.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.
I appreciate the fact that you can't box. You never want to box. You never been in a cage match to see if you're a gladiator or not. I get it. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing. I just want you to see and watch this video that maybe you know somebody. Maybe you know somebody who needs a little help. Just copy the link on YouTube where it says share, boom, and send it to someone you think you might be able to help. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just trying to get you to understand that you cannot make a plant grow by pulling on it. You just can't. You gotta nurture that thing and, let it show some light on it, daily, a little at a time, and it might grow into something good. I don't know. But I get it that you never are into boxing. I have four friends today, maybe 5, that they've never been in a fight in their entire life. But they're excellent at business. Maybe I should keep them as my friends and learn from them how they use their emotions in a good way. and not let it override their intellect like I used to do. If I'm angry, I hit. If I'm sad, I whine for days. It's not that. I'm trying to get better. Alright? The best way to thank me is to go out and help someone else come up. I bet you could get a buzz you cannot buy. It just feels so good. I love you guys. Let's go out and make friends we haven't met yet. I just want you to be better. Be better than me. I also want to point out mistakes may happen. But we move on. Not trying is the real crime. I'm just sharing my experience to help you decide if you too can express yourself to the world. But look, for all the families of those struggling, I get that too. When someone we care about is struggling, everyone who loves that person is kind of struggling in their own way as well. Let's inspire others to evolve. Let's see what they're made of. Or if they know there is something out there that isn't like that cookie cutter type career list that goes around. Let's get entrepreneur crazy. Let's show some love. We got a world to build out there. God, you guys are making me get all misty-eyed. I love that you're thanking me. But we got to do this together. Okay, let's just help people evolve. But I want the best for you too. Not just that someone you know who's struggling. All right? Let's do this. Let's do this. Put this down. Thank you again. No. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Listen, I really appreciate the fact that you don't even box. You don't even want to box. I get it. And I get you even think this video sucks. This Mr. Gene Shop talk. It sucks. I get it. You don't understand. Why the heck are flying dragons flying around? I get it. But listen, if I got a friend that comes up to me, you know, and he's struggling because he got a toothache, I'm not going to go in there in his mouth and try to pull something out or put something in. I'm going to send him a link which directs him to a dentist. Let them fix it. That's all I'm asking you to do. And I like the fact that you're doing it. I love that. Thank you. At the present time, I'm changing my life. I am. And I don't mean to throw shade on. I don't mean to throw shade on you people that you helicopter moms and dads and friends. I don't mean to throw shade on you. But I just want to let you know, I've been there. I try to help a lot of people. But I pay attention to nature. And you know what? You cannot make a plant grow by pulling on it. Did you know that? I didn't. Did you? I did. I'd be like, you need to pull it out by the roots, and it just ain't never gonna grow. So try to observe little messages you've been seeing your whole life and think like that. Okay? You see what I did there? I got all them people to blow up your phone sending you a text of this video. So just watch it and see if you learn something, man. No foul if you think I suck to it. I just want to get you to make some money so you can continue doing what you really want to do. This is just about making little centerpieces, man.
It's apparent I love the fighting arts. I love Bruce Lee ever since I was 6 years old. I also love all the old school kung fu movies. Used to watch at the local movie theaters with all my friends. I also love Bruce Lee. Did I say that before? Do you know how much I love Bruce Lee? I really love Bruce Lee. I love the philosophy of Bruce Lee too. I love chess. I just want to let you know is, what is it you like? What is it you do after work, like a hobby? I don't know, you like football, baseball? You know, when I say hobby, it's like things you like to do that you don't get paid for. You know, maybe make an item that's themed at what it is you do, whether you surf, you fish, you collect comic books, you play soccer, I don't know, you play golf, basketball on weekends. You know, do you play with video games? Make a table or like a small product like awards. I mean, everyone might buy a table. They might not want this type of theme as a countertop where it's custom fit in their kitchen, but everyone likes a table. A lot of people now have man caves and she sheds and things like that, or like nightclubs, bars and restaurants. They have a little more courage to do something wild and off the wall. That's where you come in. Now, I don't know if there are any golf bars, but you know there's golf clubs. You know there's events. Make a little golf type have a night. Not so much to hope to get rich at the golf tournament event dinner or something, but you're starting to get practice what materials to work with. You're practicing, and it doesn't feel like it's stinging you because you love the area interest you are tapping into. Go, once you make this thing, whatever it is you do, I don't know. I even made toilet seats and, tables. And I made them out of scraps. So I really didn't care if I messed them up, but I was getting familiar with the tools. I was getting familiar with what adhesives, what resins work with the inlay. And then once you do that, you can look at the market all over the world and say, hey, there's a restaurant. Oh, they sell Mexican food? I'll go there. But then tell them, say, hey, I can also put hot chili peppers in there, to theme for what that customer wants. And they'll go off the wall. Again, I doubt they're going to want their kitchen countertops done like that. But they might get wild with little themed events. You can actually do centerpieces. When I'm at the MMA shows and I show this award around, you can do 100 of them for their annual events and put them in the center. And then you're already excited. You're walking around because that's your thing. That's what you do. I had fun doing all these products. When you're walking around these events, talk to someone to see if you can sell centerpieces for their next event. The ideas are endless. I went crazy with that, having lots of fun, especially learning. So when some of these people wanted countertops, I was more experienced. I felt confident because I took the hits as a side hustle and got familiar on what tools and materials to use, and also what materials and tools not to use. I made mistakes, but it didn't sting because it was not a paid job. I was doing a product with these scraps and was excited because I had interest. But then when you're walking around these events, showing your awards to people, tape your samples to the inside of your jacket for people that want different colors and styles. Think about who's going to be around these events. I told you before. I just showed you all the products I make. These people that are sitting at these dinner tables looking at this weird item in the center, guess what? They got to go home and they have countertops, or it might come up later that they want to build a man cave, a she shed, or a home bar, and they're like the fan of a team. Guess who they're going to remember? They're going to remember you. And if this is your theme, and you're a fisherman and you're at a fishing event and this giant resin fish is in the center of every table, you're walking around talking the talk, they remember you. They know you're passionate about it, and you're going to do it. And you also are passionate about the work. Have fun. Have fun. Don't forget to tape samples to the inside of your jacket when you're walking around these events, all right?
No problem. I love doing this stuff. I will keep doing this. If you can at least try to help others, just keep helping others, whether you're skilled or not. You still can help. Just like me with the dentist. I'm unqualified to be messing with someone's cavities or something, but I was able to still help them. You know, when you're helping someone, though, there's going to be some rough days. Just back to that nature thing. Sunshine every day makes a desert. Keep that in mind. You may wonder to yourself, how do I market centerpieces to events and shows, especially the ones I like? Let me tell you, if you already at this time feel confident and are pretty crafty with woodwork, and you know you can make one, see how long it takes you to do one, but try to plan on, well, if I made 10, it might take me longer than an hour, but you don't have to let your tools down. So you could probably do 10 in 3 hours. Try to figure that out, make it, and then see if there's an event or show in the area and contact them. It's that friggin' simple.
Kathy! What's up, woman?
Oh my God!
Hey! Did you like them little things?
Oh my God!
That's Kathy. Did you like?
I love them. They were great.
The little boxing rings? They were like the last minute, and I love them. It's the knockout of this era. Cool. This is the knockout of this era. Thank you, mister. I'm going to have to go make some more because I see everyone wanting them. I make them here in Tampa.
Yeah, I'm Jimmy Williams. I'm in the boxing hall of fame.
Oh, all right, Jimmy Williams. Is there a way? Do you have a card on you? I had no idea. Well, if you contact Kathy, we can get you some.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what's up?
All right.
But we're gonna. We don't know how we're gonna sell them, but we're gonna just give them and get them around.
Okay.
Kathy?
Huh? She shouldn't have any problems selling.
I had no idea.
I've seen
all my scrap materials from a cabinet shop. So, and then what the better idea is, we have all the celebrity, people sign these and sponsors around the sides, and then someone will put it in their office instead of running around with all these things looking for people to sign. So I think this will help the box, get more money. I'll call you Monday and let you know how soon I'll have you.
Jimmy Williams.
And Jimmy Williams, you're in the Boxing Hall of Fame?
Right.
And you think they're good. Let me see that ring. All right, so we're going to sell tons of these things. Let's get them out. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment.
He's fine for this guy.
I'm going to get one for you.
This is his. Right.
Thanks for the kind words, though.
I also want to publicly thank my wife Kathy for the unbelievable amount of time and effort on her part to make everything possible, including formulating tonight's program, maintaining the Hall of Fame website, and setting up and handling the legal entity of the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame.
Boxer Henry Cooper. Three-time Olympic gold medalist Teofilo Stevenson. Former heavyweight champion of the world Joe Frazier. Florida Boxing Hall of Fame class of 2011, referee Eddie Eckhart. Florida Boxing 2009 Hall of Fame, trainer Angelo Dundee. Please join us in a moment of silence as Florida Boxing Hall of Fame timekeeper Phyllis Gary tolls the final count of 10 in their remembrance. May their souls rest in peace. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Stuff like this just rips my heart out. I love that these heroes are not forgotten, though. What they did was carve out a path in this industry for others. I mean, think about what young men and women, like, just think, where would they have gone? Where would they be had it not been for boxing? Kathy introduced me to referees, ring announcers, boxers, trainers, promoters, sponsors, gym owners. I mean, everything. But what really, really inflated my heart was I seen families. I seen daughters, sons, looking up to their dads and their moms. I've seen families that never boxed, never even been in a fist fight probably in their whole life, supporting boxing. They know what it did for their son or daughter. It kept them off the streets. I've seen everyone getting together and smiling and being happy. I mean, Kathy did more for me. She just showed me, like, behind the scenes of boxing. All I did was make centerpieces. And I just thought boxing was, hey, look at a guy in the ring. One's going to win and one's going to lose. I had no idea the tentacles of this thing. It just amazed me so much. And it was sad to see this, that some people have to leave us. But the greatest thing to do is we walk on. We move on. We keep doing this. Let's make these heroes who left us proud. Let's keep this thing going. I'm just showing you what you can do. I'm trying to trigger the inner designer in you so you can help people see what it is you do. Get some money in your pocket. Now, if you don't do countertops or cabinets, you can go by cabinet shops, and they always have little scraps they throw out. Maybe throw it out for them, throw it in your truck, throw it in your cart somehow, and then at least you got the material. Maybe you could give them an extra bucks. Tell them what you're doing. Say, I'm making boxing ring for the Hall of Fame in our state. Can you cut these to a specific size, which is 12 inches by 12 inches? And then you could do the drilling of the holes and the other work and make them for yourself. See how easy it is? You might not have thought that had I not told you that, but it's that easy. But I want you to do it. You got to take action. I have many more business opportunities to discuss with you, so stay connected. I think I'm pretty okay at my craft. I think I'm really strategic at my marketing because they always ask me, how do I even get these jobs? But I just want to share these ideas with you for some strange ass reason. I'm just going to assume you're a friend I haven't met yet. If you're not my friend, I don't know. Keep listening and I'll still help you. I guess I'm trying to help people in the trade industry because so many people helped me. And I want to be like them because I know them. And I want to be just like them because I love the shit out of them people who helped me. I just love them. So I hope you get a benefit from this. You do know many martial artists and boxers have friends and families that don't fight either, right? They do still care about each other, right? So why not enjoy the fact that somebody else has different goals than you? These family and friends are so happy. They're not in the streets. They're not getting into financial disasters due to lack of work. These guys are watching their family members participate in society. I gotta admit, I kind of get choked up talking about this because I actually witness struggling people who were really going down the toilet, including myself back in the day. But apparently, these people had one thing obviously going for them that those finger pointers and haters didn't even know about. They didn't lose hope. They didn't lose hope at all. Hope was polishing them into a diamond. Yeah, Them diamonds are my really good friends today. What do the cool kids say when someone's like really good friend? Framly. Framly, yeah, that thing. I keep them in my inner circle. They got my back, and I got theirs. They have dignity and honor today. They love with MMA, boxing, woodworking, countertop fabrication. What else do they do? Oh, they do other areas of the trade industry that it enriches their lives. They're those kind of people who have an aura around them. You just want to know them. They too now live drama-free lives. That's why we love this thing of ours. One glaring trait of these people I speak of are always willing to help other people evolve. Do me a favor, look around, see if you can spot those type of people in your surroundings. And then when you see them, go up to them and grab them and pump them for information. Believe me, you're gonna need it later on in life. These people help others, and don't expect anything else in return from these people they help. These people help others and don't expect anything in return? Wow. I, however, have not warmed up too much to that concept yet. I do expect something in return. Oh yeah. If I help you in some way become better, I do expect you to help somebody else become better. You do that, I'm good. In this shop talk session though, don't think I'm coming to your house to talk to you. You're gonna have to pay. If you want me to come to your location to consult, train, or help with some shop setup, how to set up a workbench, what tools to get, you better add a Mr. Gene line item of monetary cost to your budget there, buddy. So keep watching and listen, which only costs you your time at this moment. If you want to start a business, you may consider getting together with a bunch of these type of friends, or somebody else that has a skill you're not aware of. Just grab a pizza or something and discuss your mission with them to check their temperature. See if they're down with you. They too may be wanting to change their surroundings. Don't just start a business without some sort of plan or procedures or research. Before you quit your job to start a business, you need to think this through. Write some things down. Keep notes. Do some research. Maybe you're fresh out of school or fresh out of that tornado of struggle I talk about. You still should get prepared. I do countertops and bar tops and cabinets. And from doing so many countertops, I always accumulate a lot of sink cutouts. One day, me and my friends, we decided to organize like a boxing glove type thing. And I printed a boxing glove in 2D, and I was hoping it would come out like a boxing glove, but it turned out, it looks like a gumball machine, but we didn't care. We were just concerned about the kids we invited to come over and throw whatever they want in it and just try to make little items and have a good time, because we invited Angela Dundee to come by the shop, and he was going to work with the kids, and we were just going to have a good day. The shape, after I cut it out, I was like kind of like, man, it did. But everyone's like, Gene, relax. We're all here to have a good time. But I always kept it in my mind that I'm going to be better on the next one. And that's the thing I want you to remember, what people told me. You didn't make a mistake. You just know you can do better later on in life. Because we didn't care. We were watching the kids and Mr. Dundee telling stories and laughing. And everyone just had a good time. I usually say, do good things, but don't tell anyone. Yeah, I might sound hypocritical, because I am actually telling you I've done these good things, but I'm telling you this so you too can do this in your area. The ideas are endless that I don't know what it is you do. I just show boxing. I love boxing. I love MMA. I love chess. I love a lot of things. I just want you to take a few minutes of your time. Think about your capabilities. What is it you think you can make to excite kids, and then perhaps contribute to a boxing event or what it is you like, and see if you can help raise money for that event. Kind of like a double winner type thing. All right, think it through. I'm here to help. And after the kids did what their creations, I came by with the resin. After they left, I poured them. They dried overnight. I lifted them up. And then they were being taken to the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame for all like celebrities to sign and raffle them off, and people were trying to have fun with them. Now there was a story behind that. Kids from the Boys and Girls Club came and made them. Yes, I just did the little outwork, but they created them, and it was like a story behind it, and it really was a good thing. Keep that in mind when you're making an item.
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't erase bitterness in my face. Work a job every day till your dreams fade away. Like a card, never change. Play the game that we say. I need a break. Time to stand strong.
Hold on. Before we get started, I do got a question for those in the boxing industry. I asked Mr. Gene this question, and he was like, I don't know either. Usually Mr. Gene bullshits me and acts like he knows everything, so I'm going to ask you. Yeah, you in the boxing industry. When I go to an MMA fight, I see they have a cage. I see it. I go to the event, I see the cage. I get it. Now, if a ring is round, shouldn't you guys call that fighting area a boxing square? And not a boxing ring? Okay, I'll stop messing with you. Let's pump up our bank accounts and check out some side hustles.
The business plan template that's online is pretty easy to follow, but there's more to startups than just that cookie cutter typical business plan you may find on the SBA website or other type templates. First, you have to figure out what it is you want to do. Do you want to do a service, or do you want to make products? You might just want to be a countertop installer. You just want to make these little projects and let somebody else sell them to events. I don't know. First, you got to figure that out. Then you do the business plan. Maybe you and your friends can open a crafty design type firm making small products, custom and off the shelf. If you're opening a store, you gotta then list the cost of that location, business equipment, what it's like hiring someone to sell at the storefront, advertising. Maybe you want to have an online store though, because your budget keeps you from getting brick and mortar storefront, and it might be a little easier when you're starting out. An online store though opens up your market, but then you gotta have all the shipping and handling procedures involved in that. So even though you're on the internet, you're like, I didn't have to pay the rent for a brick and mortar, but now you gotta get these products out to the people that called you. The good thing about having more people with you on the same mission, because these people are friends of yours, may each have a different skill set. Kind of like a football team. Not everyone could be the quarterback. A quarterback needs someone to catch the ball, block, all that stuff. You know what I mean? But there will be that one person who wants to work in the shop. That's my type of guy. That's who I usually am. I want to be in the shop. I want to be cutting and sanding and doing all this stuff. But some of your friends may love managing the website, social media. Some may be great at speaking to potential customers and going out to job sites, talking to contractors, or some may talk to craft stores to see if they could put their product on a shelf for like a consignment type thing. Things like that you should consider. If you have a bigger budget in mind and want to design, market, and sell unique countertops and tabletops, you have to either have the skills or find shops in your area that can do these exciting designs and find out how much they can make them for you so you can add profits to the costs and then make some money to keep your business and your dream going. Okay, so that's why a lot of writing and planning has to go into things. Bigger developers and building contracting firms usually hire me for consultation of a specific job they're bidding on and want the project, but are very, very unfamiliar with the materials that are specified. And I seem to know the ins and outs of that material that was specified. If they think their go-to surface fabricators can learn in time, they might understand quicker, as they already play with the surfaces. They're familiar with the tools. They kind of know a little more than the average person. They may just need to know the process and pick my brain. And some may pick my brain with a nice pick. They just want to find out everything there needs to be known to complete this job. Learn it and really understand the problems that could crop up. And I like sharing that with people. For example, a developer wants a building in the city that needs 200 custom kitchen countertops and baths. They've been working with their go-to shops and contractors for years. They know each other, they go to each other's houses for dinner, and they just been doing this popular type surface that most people are used to, but these crews might not have the experience with concrete or epoxy or other materials you will see in this video or on my channel. So these developers, architects, designers, contractors, or even shop owners request my services. I will then simply reply back with a questionnaire to pinpoint precisely how can I be of service to them. I had to create this questionnaire though, because people were calling me and contacting me on emails, and I would say, what is it you want to learn from me? And many of them would say, I want to learn everything you know, everything. Well, after I do an eye roll at them, and I said, well, have you seen my website gallery? Have you looked at my YouTube channel of different things I create? Have you checked out my Instagram page? I do a lot of different things. Have you even seen just the desktops I have done with chiseled edges that light up? That alone might take some time. And it might take too long to teach you everything I know. So can you please be more specific? After I calmed down and got my woosah thing going on, I just say, hey, why don't you look over my website or something and resend me a project picture that you've seen and you might be interested in, and then I'll be able to quote you with material and tool lists needed and be there at a time we agree on. By the way, Grasshopper, don't be telling anyone I eye-rolled them, alright? I should have took it as a compliment that they like all the things I create and do, as well as helping others do the things I do. Let's keep that between us, my friend, alright? Hey, you too need to know this business stuff I'm sharing with you. Once you start making backlighted bar tops and concrete creations, whatever, the abundance of attention you too are going to get may be overwhelming, but you can handle it. Someday you too may want to do what I'm doing now. So this questionnaire thing can help all parties involved come to an agreement. Us creatives, us creative craftsmen and craftswomen have to do the same type of thing to help us understand exactly what the potential customer wants and get us on the same theme type design page, you know what I mean?
keep that in mind when you're making an item. I'm going to show you about how you're doing these materials, the breakdown costs. Like if there's going to be 100 tables and the event planner says I need 50 of them, but I could only pay $10 for them, then you got to figure out how to make them for $5, and it's pretty simple to do. You know what I mean? You got to know your numbers so you don't get in over your head. Maybe you want to make more and sell some on the side, because as I started doing this, I was watching people use them for autograph boards. And then I'm like, wow, that's a great idea. I'll show you later on when we get to the International Women's Boxing Hall of Fame.
Let me lift it. You don't do nothing. But don't give me resistance. Just relax. Let me do it.
Okay.
What's your first name?
Gene.
Gene, that's all you got. Just relax. Don't give me no resistance. If I go pop and try to do it, you may hurt it and stuff like that. Just relax. You're going to hit back all the way here and everything. Excuse me. Let me do it. So you give me resistance. Let me do it. Let me do it. Did you hear it? Did you hear it?
Oh yeah, I felt it.
Drop it. Let me do it again. I got to do this side, even it up. Let me do it. Let me do it. Come on.
I'm trying to relax.
Just shut your eyes and relax. You give me resistance. Don't give me resistance. Did you hear that? It crack more. Did it crack more or not?
Oh yeah, a little bit.
Crack more than the other one.
Yeah.
Does it feel better?
Way better. Huh? Especially when you did the other side.
Yeah, no, that's what I go according to your resistance.
Yeah, so I need to relax more.
Yeah. If I show them all my boxes, Marvin Hayes had been knocked out. I had Marvin Hayes on. Martial art guys. I had 8 champions. So, but you gotta relax.
Yeah.
But you felt it, right?
Yeah, I felt it on that way, too. That was good.
I give you more on that one than I did that one. Because you get a little resistance after the one.
Thank you. What is your name?
Leo.
Leo, pleasure to meet you. I seen you. I come here every year. I remember you. You're the guy that, unfortunately, how they introduced you is the guy came up to you to mug you with a gun.
Right.
And you socked him up, 1, 2, 3, put him out.
Yeah.
And you helped him out and said, hey, you want to learn something and get a better life? I like this guy. Thank you.
I think it was amazing how Leo was even pointing out my resistance to him when he just met me that day. He pointed out my resistance is probably going to cause me some trouble in life. He knew how to put his hand over my mouth so I'd shut up and listen for a change. And he just made me feel better. Do you know Leo also was the oldest serving member of the Hialeah Police Force? Those that know him, I am sure, love him. I just met him for a short period of time. Again, rest in peace, Leo. The people at these events, like Leo, taught me that boxing isn't just an event. It isn't just a fight. It's a way of life.
We want to thank Panache View. We want to thank Gene. Gene does an awesome work. Cabinets, countertops. Awesome. We want to thank
some of these contractors already have surface fabricators they've been working with for years. They don't need to learn about diamond pad polishing. They just might want to know about concrete and epoxy, maybe learn about the template to mold process, setting up a work area in their existing shop. They just might want to learn the advanced effects of other materials they are familiar with. So you and I need to know exactly, specifically, what service it is they want from us. This questionnaire helps me also put together a proper seminar for these people, just so I could have the best impact for the time they hired me for. If I walked into a countertop shop and start talking and taking the crew through the evolution of a stone blade or a spring clamp on their money, on their dollar, they're gonna throw me right out the front door head first. Just like those bouncers in New Jersey and Florida used to do to me, because apparently fighting wasn't allowed in bars and restaurants. Yeah, learn. See, I had to become better too. But these contractor firms usually suggest to their go-to shops to consider me so they can add different types of horsepower to their skill set. The fact is, many people can do what I do. You may find someone like me in your area that can help you out. And as I mentioned, I'm not the best countertop fabricator in the world. I like to think I'm at least somewhere in the top 500 surface fabricators of the world. But really, who cares if I'm not? I just love this industry. And I hope one thing from this video, you do know I love this industry and helping others, right? This is who I am. I have mentors, friends, and shop owners that inspire me and help me out as well.
My wife loves coming to the events with me too. She enjoys boxing as well. She likes to throw a jab at me once in a while. But you gotta admit, after seeing the event pictures I showed you, you cannot deny that boxing is a good thing for everybody, for every community, every state, every country. It's just a good thing. At one of these boxing events, I come to learn Roberto Hands of Stone Duran was being inducted into the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame. No surprise there. No surprise, I then had the privilege to meet his heart of gold daughter, Dahlia. We got to chatting about why I was there. I told her I make the centerpieces every year for this event, and I also love the art of boxing. And I try to do my small part of helping out the community is basically why I'm here. Plus, it's a local event for me. They always hold it in Tampa Bay somewhere. I love seeing what I see at this boxing event. And I was telling her there, I'm sure I was excited and couldn't stand still. I love meeting friends I haven't met yet. I also went on to explain to her the centerpieces are different every year because the designs are based on what scrap materials I happen to have that are left over from the many unique countertops and cabinets I make for customers. Customers usually choose me because I do things many other shops might not try. There are a lot of off-the-wall type things and challenging projects because that's what I love. I love to do different things. I'm a creative. Some of these specialty materials are real premiumly priced. My ass ain't throwing them out. Hell to the no. I save them. I measure them, label them, and inventory them for my next idea. You've seen, if you were watching this video, you see all the things I make. So it's kind of cool that this boxing event also helps me divert my scraps into customized centerpieces for them. Basically, we kind of help each other out. My scraps, their enjoyment, everyone smiles. I just love that. Many events have budgets though. Even if they have mega budgets and wanted me to create crystallized boxing gloves with diamonds and logos embedded in them. Of course, you guys know I can do that. If you did watch this whole long show and tell video, you already know what I'm capable of. But I like to think the organization feels that it's better to keep the cost down, so the extra capital after the event, if they have any, from this budgeted event, to if you stick on budget, you might have extra money. And I think they feel the same way I do, that extra money would be better used to preserve the mission of the boxing community long after the weekend event is over. I get it. And I agree with keeping costs down. And so did Dahlia. When I told Dahlia about why and what it is I do, oh, her inner designer was being activated right before my eyes. She's not just Roberto Duran's daughter. No. Turns out she is the media PR director for the International Women's Boxing Hall of Fame. Her wheels were a-turning about affordable but yet unique centerpieces for the event she was helping out with in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So she asked me if I can make them for her. I told her about me seeing what I got lying around the shop first before I commit. Don't want to get in over my head and say something I can't keep up with. I tried to also find out what color it is you want, what you got some sort of concept or a design that she would like to see, and she was aware at this point I can make anything. I think I was showing her pictures on my phone of the countertops I make with recycled glass and concrete, blah blah blah, but we were limited to the colors and sizes of scraps that I have before we could commit to a design. So I was also apprehensive because I found out the event was being held in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, which is roughly 4 hours away from me here in Tampa Bay. And I had to consider shipping costs because I break down, I know my numbers, like what will everything cost. And we haven't even figured out the design yet. But then thought to myself, how I feel inside right now. How do I feel inside my soul when I am here at this boxing event in Tampa Bay? The International Women Boxing Hall of Fame also helps the community of boxing. It also gets active with keeping kids off the streets and recognizing those that came before us. What's up with that? I'm only supposed to feel good in my town, in Tampa Bay? Kill that noise. I fly all over the world doing work for people and have a good time meeting people there also. Wherever I go, I just friggin' love people. And then she even told me there's an amateur fight going on also on the event on one of the side buildings or something. I remember I went. I'm like, you know what? Dahlia, I'll hand deliver these thingies even though we haven't even designed them yet. We're gonna make it work. A little bit of my time traveling, building items for a great cause, and a chance to meet friends I haven't met yet. Sure sounded to me like too much of a good idea. Woohoo! Road trip. Let's do this. Let's go. So I said a big yes after I realized how vital the message of the International Women Boxing Hall of Fame was, and we then exchanged phone numbers. And then when I left, and after the event went back to my shop Monday morning, I checked for scraps for, I believe she said 16 centerpieces at the time. So I wanted to see what I had too and say, hey, I got a lot of purple and, I got all kinds of crazy colors, but it might not have fit the event. So we had to go back and forth with trying to select something. The design process. I do centerpieces for many events that are private and corporate, and they too have their own themes. And in some cases, like black tie parties for the banking industry, some golf events, some private business corporate events, they quickly tell me all seats are sold out, Gene. Basically in a nice way. Gene, you can't come. I don't take it too personally. I get it. It's for the employees that just work there. I know these people personally, and they love me for who I am. But I get it. They don't want a guy like me running around the event, sitting at everybody's different tables, whipping out countertop samples, knowing that it's in the banking industry. I'll be showing them how I make countertops with recycled money, credit cards, blah blah blah. I get it, and I'd probably be harassing all their patrons and get kicked out and embarrass myself. But But many I go to if they're doing something charitable for the community. Some are really wild. I'll show you some quick clips later on about doing projects for the fashion industry after I finish explaining to you what I originally started about what it's like working on TV shows and then movie sets. Should you get the opportunity, because once I turn you, who is listening and watching this, into a wild craftsman or craftswoman that also loves what you can do and have the ability to look the entire world in the eye knowing you too are trying to be better, I got you. I'm here to help. Detail training videos are being produced right now, so stay connected to my channel. Some things you might not want to learn, but just go ahead and watch them and say, hey, I don't like that white concrete with blue glass, but you know what? Maybe you can make one with red glass and sell it in your community or something so you can make some cash money to help your family while you're in the early training of boxing, you know? We need to be self-supporting, and I want you to be self-supporting, so I'm just trying to help. No foul if you don't want to listen to me. I get it. Again, this is just a show and tell type thing I'm doing right now. I'll have some videos that are specifically about making the products, how, you know, really detail. I can't do that on here because this is a show and tell type video just to get you to think different. I didn't want to make training videos if many people really don't want to learn. That would just waste my time. I want you to become self-supporting and help you to make money, but making money doing something you love or themed. Can you imagine after your training and then you go home, go to work and make things that are still like little boxing rings? It's still in the same thing. I know you're going to be into it, and I want you to express yourself through your craft. So anyway, when I went back to my shop, I was really excited seeing all the materials I can use for these 16 centerpieces, and even what jobs I had coming up on my schedule that may generate some scraps. This is why many of the small products I make, like peck feeders, cutting boards, are made from cabinet and countertop scraps. I know centerpiece designs gotta keep the footprint of 12-inch by 12-inch to allow table room for dinner plates and attendees, personal items. You know, we don't want to make something and then the people can't even eat at the table. So try to keep it 12 by 12, and then talk to somebody like Dahlia who knows what's up about how high you can make it. You know, I done things that have giant tree branches coming out of them with glass crystal balls, and that's what they wanted, but you know, the people had to be careful eating. We also needed to figure out how to really theme the design for the International Women's Boxing Hall of Fame. Now, I needed some design help. I had to call Dahlia, and she also then introduced me to Wanda, who was also a very kind-hearted soul and had some good design input. We went back and forth exchanging ideas and costs over the phone, and I had this reflective purple laminate, which is only the base, but it helped contrast the white and the pink gloves we came up with. And I'm just making the boxing bases at this point. We definitely needed boxing gloves on the centerpiece though. Even though the boxing rings are cool, we decided on something that can really match the theme of women boxing. This is their world. So to fit something else on there, we also came up with a woman's pump. Now, I gotta admit, it was a little challenge for me going to shoe outlet stores looking for discounted and discontinued women's shoe samples. I even tried that. I asked them, hey, all these shoes, I got little scuffs and scratches on them. Do you sell them? But none of them had like 16 of them. I mean, I needed 16 centerpieces, so I needed 16 shoes. But after 5 different stores, I did find a designer outlet store online, and she sold me 8 sets for $40. I was like, boom, quick, with the quickness bought them, because we did need 16 shoes in total. Downside was she only had these sets in dated 1980s gold and some rosy and silver ruffle thingies, so I had to paint them with a good white paint because the gloves were pink and we wanted the boxing glove to stand out. I was able to buy 8 sets of pink Everlast training gloves for I think $120, something like that, 120, 140. It was in that range. Today they're probably a little bit more, so keep that in mind when you're forming your budget. I split up the pairs and we now had 16 centerpieces ready to get into production. I didn't mind, contributing labor and travel time and gas. I didn't mind all that, but if you're doing it for something that you're just doing straight up business, just keep track of all this so you can tell the event planner if it's something that you're really not excited to be at. I was excited to be at this. I feel really good when I do things like this, so it was just like a buzz I couldn't buy. I just felt really good. Dahlia introduced me to her whole family. I mean, they made me feel so welcome. Her brother Roberto Duran Jr., who if you check him out right now online, he's coming up. Boy, he's fire. I mean, he's fast. I said, let's do it. This way, all I gotta make is support stands in purple laminate and give it a nice little color, do some shoe painting, paint these ugly ass shoes white, and make sure I use a good white paint. And I'm glad I did, because people started signing and autographing the shoes, not just the glove. There were so many people there. But I wasn't thinking that. I just know, paint with a good paint. I want these things to last forever. So, got them all done, and then, here we go. Road trip deliver. The 16 boxing fixtures to Fort Lauderdale. 4 hours there, 4 hours back. No problem. I smiled all the way there. Obviously, because I didn't run into any traffic. But I was smiling all the way there and all the way back. I was so happy to be a small part of a big thing like this, which turned out to be successful. Dahlia and Wanda made me feel like I'd known them for years. I know putting on an event takes so much work in organizing, as well as having committed helpers and workers. Dahlia and Wanda had enough work to do and make sure everything else was getting done. They had to worry about sticking to the budget, the organization, also has to worry about getting the room blocks filled. Yeah, when you get a room, so if you want to use that event space, you gotta kind of agree to fill either 100 room blocks, and if people don't fill them room blocks, you got to pay for them, or then you got to pay for your event space. So I am glad to hear everything went fine. So that's why knocking down the costs are very vital. Make sure that the dinners are prepared. Make sure everyone likes the dinners that are going to be served. I mean, there's so much work. All these things have to be done at specific times on schedule. They have to make sure the guests are picked up from airports and speakers are still confirmed. The advertising, it's just a lot of work. I hear it takes 200 days of planning and organizing for just a 3-day event. I also respect event planners and I salute them. But again, I gotta attend the event because I want to watch.
Did you see the really cool centerpieces on our table? Unbelievable. That came from him. But also, beside the sponsors, I would like to say thank you to all who supported us through advertisements and other types of help. I could not have done this alone. Wanda was a tremendous help. Sam Cohen, our vice president. Dahlia Duran, who's the secretary. If you guys would stand up, please, Sam.
I want to see also Families, boxers, promoters, ring announcers, sponsors, trainers, people who work in and out of the ring. Have a great time. And I want to feel a part of this vital thing. So I feel good about myself knowing that all the people who helped make this event a success did not have to worry about me and my centerpieces. I was committed. I also was happy to see the event planners were just as happy as the attendees. I should have made more. I should have made more. You seen what happened to me at the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame, right? They all wanted the boxing rings I made. I just made enough. Same thing happened here. Keep that in mind, my friend. I want to teach you how to keep the golden thread of the boxing community going. So try to plan. Get with a partner. Get with somebody to help you. Make more. Sell some on the side. Set up a booth. Work something out. Work a deal out with the event planner of the organization, and you can have a booth and give some to the tables if there's 16 tables, let's say, but should have made 50. They all would have sold. Told them, $30 a pop, $40 a pop, I don't know. And I think people would have bought them. So they can have something for the speakers and attendees to sign, and it just would have been so good. So I hope that works for you, all right? Whether you're a young man in training or a young woman in training, you might need some money, to get on the sides. And then if boxing is your thing, don't tell me you're not going to have a good time going to work making little boxing rings. Come on, we'll figure it out. You got a friend you haven't met yet. Just tag me in the comments. I'll respond to you quick and show you how to get all set up, okay? I was so excited and heartfelt just watching all the former boxers and coaches and promoters, everyone in and outside of the ring, talking with young people, exchanging smiles and stories in the hallways. It was just an exciting place to be. I just loved watching people autographing these centerpieces, and then they're telling stories as people and talking why people are signing them. It was just awesome to witness. And it was just a quick design based on scraps and a couple of dollars with the design skills of Dahlia and Wanda. They were my best design team. We had fun just coming up with it. It was wild. But I want to teach you how to do this while you're training to be the best boxer you can be. Wouldn't it be a good idea to have a side hustle like this? Just think differently. That's all I'm trying to do. If football or baseball players get hurt and can't play no more, they may end up in the weeds if they don't have a side hustle. Don't be that person. Learning a trade is kind of like cover your ass type thing. Most people have an insurance policy on their car or something. Should something go wrong, you at least can work outside of the ring should something go wrong for you. Because you do love boxing, right? Building products like this in the beginning of training might not be a bad idea. Just in case sponsorships and fight purses take a little longer than you expected. Not to mention, it's still keeping you focused on boxing. I know you use your hands to punch, but think different. Try unclenching your fists after or before you go to training and hit the bag and do whatever it is your trainer tells you to do. All I'm saying is you can build these crafts for boxing and other events of interest. You can also make pet feeders, cheese boards, and I don't know, you could figure out what other people need. That's a small type of product. And then find out if there's local markets in your area. A lot of places have local markets on the weekends, on Saturdays. And you can sling these products at your local markets. I'm here to help. But all I ask in return, though, is if you meet someone that's starting out in boxing or just having a little trouble getting a job, because a lot of us have checkered past and they just really having trouble getting a job because of some of those questions on job applications. All I ask, share with them what I shared with you. Just give back. Pass it on. Keep it going. Hit me up in the comments, because if you're like, hey, I have nowhere to build these things, maybe we could figure it out. I don't know if you're really active at your gym, talk with the gym owner. Maybe there's a room that they keep storage in and no one goes in. Maybe you could clean it up a bit, put a little workbench in there, and heck, while you're training, you don't even have to shower up. Just go to work, make these things, train, then go to work. You're right there. I think we might be on to something here. Remember, just hit me up in the comments and we could chat here and there, okay? When I get to it. All right?
She said she'd kick my ass if I didn't come on something quick. Oh, we can't curse on film.
No, you can't.
Oh, yeah. Well, you was talking in Spanish, you probably cursed. Anyway, I want to thank her for turning me out, turning me into boxing, had me up there crying like a little baby. I didn't let no one catch me, but I really love and I support women's boxing for life. Thank you to her.
Like I said before, Dahlia Duran introduced me to her family and friends, and they all made me feel like they know me for years. I mean, as soon as I met them, I didn't even know them, and we were hugging each other. We were like, what's up? How you doing? Blah, blah, blah. I met her brother, Roberto Duran Jr., who right now, as I mentioned, is a beast. Check him out on Instagram. Just check him out. He posts every time he's training and sharing what he's up to. You can actually get inspired watching him grow. Pretty cool. I think Wanda, though, is the coolest of the coolest. I love her. She's awesome. But I gotta tell you about Eddie. They introduced me to Eddie, and me and Eddie clicked for some reason. We were talking a lot. We talk a lot on the phone. I guess maybe because he's from New York City, and I'm across the bridge over there in Jersey, and where I grew up. Who knows? What I liked about Eddie, he was telling me stories about what it was like growing up with Macho back in the day. Because I was telling him, I remember seeing Macho come out, the full headdress, dancing, just moving the crowd. And I was like, who is this guy? And I just had to check him out. Another fighter that left us too soon. Rest in peace, Hector Macho Camacho. Rest in peace, Hector Macho Camacho. Eddie, thanks for the stories, bro. Thank you. What I enjoyed about talking with Eddie is I read a lot, but he got to tell me stories about Macho that you can't read in no book. And that's why I'm stressing, go to these events. I know a lot of people like to go and talk with people they know. I get it. But I like to talk to people I don't know. I like to know their stories. Something I can't read or isn't online anywhere. I like to know their experience, their feeling. I just love people. I told you that, right? I just love meeting people. I love making friends I haven't met yet. These guys made me feel like family. Many people are behind the scenes in the boxing event like this, or a boxing fight you see on TV, or even if you go there live. There are so many people behind the scenes working together to entertain you, to educate you, and outright make you feel good. It's just like a movie set. Yeah, you watch a movie and you think it was the best movie ever. But you never read the credits at the end of the movie to see all the people who really put that movie together, right? It's the same type of thing. We all need each other to make this thing happen. Be part of it, will you? Let's continue to support the International Women's Boxing Hall of Fame, and honor these fighters all around the world. Let's go!
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away. I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away.
Now, I don't know what your story is. I don't even know if you're okay or not. I want to throw a jab at you, though, and ask you, do you want your dreams to fade away? Of course you don't. Maybe you're thinking about becoming a boxer, but just don't know how to go about it. I don't know. What I do know, there are going to be many people at this event who may be able to share your type of story at this event, because they too may have went through the similar challenge you are going through and how they got through it. And you got to understand, women's boxing wasn't even as popular as it is today. So their experience may help you if you happen to live in an area that doesn't offer women's boxing. Many of these former women boxers and Hall of Fame inductees who work in and out of the ring would be honored to share with you their struggle, their experience, their inspiration, their strength, and most importantly, their hope with you. Now, we all know what HOPE stands for, right? HOPE stands for helping other people evolve. Yeah, HOPE stands for helping other people evolve. I know these people in the boxing community will feel fantastic meeting you, especially if you tell them you're a newcomer and want to get involved in the boxing industry. And I'll even go one step further with you and point out that you may be helping them inductees feel just as good and excited as you will feel. Yeah, they will feel as good and excited as much as they are making you feel good and excited. I can see it now. A former woman boxer making you feel like you too can do this. That you too can be a trailblazer in your town, your state, your country, should there be no boxing there, let alone women's boxing. Share with them how you may feel alone in a room full of crowded people. Share with them after reading and watching every video you can find about the boxing industry and how you're having trouble trying to level up. Me, as like a craftsman kind of guy, I experienced the same kind of thing. Helping people in the struggle figure out ways to make money so they too can support their families. But many of them were like me. They needed to get tools, they needed to get a workbench and a little garage type thing. I had to share ideas how to set up shop for them first, take care of their immediate needs. Basically, I can teach them my craft. But if they don't got a workbench and tools and an area to practice in, they're not going to be able to make money. So I had to teach them about that little window area before they actually get up and running. Kind of like you got to set up shop first, or a place where you can learn and practice your craft. Just like boxing coach can train you, teach you the ins and outs, But it's easier if you start accumulating equipment a little at a time and a place to train at. But I'll tell you, it feels good when someone comes up to me and says, Mr. Gene, I'm having trouble getting a job. You know, I love to do artwork. I'm pretty good at my craft. But, you know, I have a checkered past and it's a little difficult to get a job. No problem. It feels good inside that I get the opportunity to help somebody else, because somebody else helped me become self-supporting and express myself to the world. Because I know that's beating around in you. You gotta do what you want to do. Because I know if you're like me, you don't want to feel the pain of regret 5 to 10 years from now, right? I feel better inside helping other people evolve. You know why? Many people helped me evolve. I too want to be better than I was yesterday and yesteryear. Maybe you've been waiting long enough and the time is now to fulfill your dreams, to become a boxer and stimulate your soul. You should really consider going to this event to make friends you haven't met yet. You might find answers to your challenges and maybe not. That's on you though. If you don't say hello to anybody, guarantee you'll still feel good listening and feeling the inductees sharing snapshots of their lives in the boxing industry. But you also have to respect their day of celebration. Don't get upset if you can't get a chance to talk to them. They might be there with their families and everybody celebrating. There might be a long line of people like you wanting to talk to them. That's your time to talk to the other people. You may find the answers you've been looking for from someone you least expect. Not just from the inductees and speakers up on the platform. No. But from the attendees. Yeah, the people in the audience who are there honoring and respecting these inductees. Who know they carved the path out for them. You may even relate to one of the sponsors or event organizers who are setting up chairs and tables. Ask them if they need any help. You already got inside information from me now. I don't mean to sound like Captain Obvious over here, but you do know everyone at this event loves the sport of women's boxing, whether they were in the ring or out of the ring. I'm just saying. I was lucky when I went though. I had an advantage because I already knew Dahlia and Wanda from designing these centerpieces. If you're shy, no sweat. I'll be there. Say what's up to me. And I'll introduce you to people I know, and I'll even introduce you to people I don't know. How about that? What you think? I only talk to this microphone? I'll back up my talk and walk right up to anybody I don't know and introduce myself. Then I'll introduce you to them also. Yeah, I don't even know them and I'm going to introduce you to them. These are the people I call friends I haven't met yet. It's that simple. You know, I'll sidestep the conversation and just feel like my job is done. Now it's on you. You gonna show up? You do know I also gave you an advantage. You too now have a friend you haven't met. That's me. Be better. You'll see me run around smiling and talking to everyone I can. I'm even going to give you a challenge. How about this? If you show up, let's see which one of us can make more friends they haven't met yet. And at the end of the event, we'll compare. See who won. Alright? Hey, we'd both be winners anyway. But show up. Follow your dreams. Put in some footwork. Woohoo! Oh man, so excited. When Dahlia introduced me to Sue Tiger Lily Fox. 3 minutes after meeting her, of course. Obviously, I do talk too much. Because 3 minutes after that, she threw a punch right to my jabberjaw. Because I ain't there coming back at her. No way, because I would have got socked up. I already told you about look at my nose. I stood up when I should have shut up. I wasn't doing that with Sue Fox. No. But I have the privilege to meet Layla Ali, Laura Serrano, Terry Moss. I even met Jo Marie Payton from that show I used to watch, Family Matters. And at the side amateur fight, had no idea I'd see Michaela Page on The Voice with Team Blake, because she sung the national anthem at this, and she has one of them voices you don't hear, you feel. I mean, really, really soulful. And then met Janine Garside, Deidre Gogarty was there, and of course, a girl that broke me down with her voice. And she wasn't even singing. Yes, I'm talking about Sparkle Lee, the only female boxing referee in New York and New Jersey. She was here at this event. I'm so glad I showed up. I was tearing up when Sparkle Lee spoke. And please, don't tell anyone I was blubbering, alright? Even though I got gray hair these days, I'm still trying to hold on to my tough guy image, alright? Don't tell anyone I was blubbering. Don't squeal on me. I got all mushy, misty-eyed. I mean, you gotta understand, she was sharing some deep, inspirational experience with the audience.
Made me cry today. She was sharing some lyrics, and I was just like, hurry up and let me eat my. And she shared some good stuff, and I was crying. Sparkle Lee, lovely and talented. I'm glad you like that. You're stealing that. There you go. Miami Slab. What do you think, guys?
Miami Slab, man. Badass. Baddest slabs in town, baby. Badass. Get him. Gene did some job. Guys, check them out. It's an original, one of a kind, shipped anywhere. Gene knocks you dead.
Hey, you guys see that, right? Just making sure I ain't getting flashbacks from back in the day, man. Just trying to keep it real with you. That's the thing. No matter what gets thrown at you, do not be distracted. When you're visiting a customer... Oh! No! I'm like, can't get down. Tear it up. Yo, let me get your number. We'll do business after this video session thing, alright? Yeah, boy got skills. Anyway, I got distracted. I was just ready to lecture you in a way. Hey, don't get distracted. When you go to a customer's house or a job site, you too might see some weird shit. I mean, I've been in houses where they have a kangaroo in the backyard. You might see Komodo dragons. You might see pink poodles running around. You see all these things. A lot of job sites I pull into, there's big lion statues out front. I guess they're tough, they're a lion. So you gotta understand who you're dealing with when you go to this job site or customer's home. There's nothing wrong with it. Just gotta embrace your inner weirdo. Weirdo's not a bad thing. It's usually called unique or eccentric, but some of the shit is just weird. And you just gotta be like, alright. And then start scanning the area. When you walk in, if you see lionfish on the wall, this guy might want a lionfish coming out of this countertop. You might see big blue marlins, the one, oh, thanks for that, robot reminder, Billy Bob. You're the man. I knew you the man. Anyway, I get to this door. I go to the house. I ring the doorbell, and I'm like, okay, where are they? I ring the doorbell. A freaking robot opens the door. And by the way, I did make these metal doors. I'll show that to you in a later video. We got more important things to work on, like you, grasshopper. So anyway, this robot's like, Mr. Gene, they will be right with you. So I walk in, I start scanning the area. I see colors, I see fish on the wall, a lot of weird things. But at least this tells me so when I come back and meet the customer again, I know what kind of samples to show them.
Give me my radio, Mr.
I ain't got your freaking radio.
Get out of my house now. I'm gonna bust you up. You talk too much.
What the?
Go!
No, Robo Dude, what's your deal, man?
I must break you.
Are you looking all angry?
Shut
up. I take your radio.
Give me my radio.
I admit, you do got some dance skills.
You bet your ass I do, Mr.
But
Gene.
you got a job. I'm not hiring. I really got someone that can get down. Me and King gonna switch some numbers.
King sucks.
Your boss asked me to be here.
Give me my radio. Get out.
What's your deal, bro? Your boss, she wants a badass, colorful desk, and I'm here to measure and make a little mock.
Does this guy ever shut up? Do you guys mind if I kick this guy's ass?
Why you acting like some little rabid wingnut? Why you acting like that?
Rabid wingnut? Those fighting words, you chump.
Interrupting my shop talk and everything over here.
Blah, 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 blah. Who programmed this dude?
Oh, that, rabid wingnut thing touched the nerve, huh? You better chill out, get some woosah thing on before you pop a fuse.
I'm so gonna bust your ass.
Snap! You wanna throw some hands, huh?
Don't you ever shut up.
The Robo Dude wanna throw some hands, huh? Bring it!
Now I know why your nose looks like a broken pear.
Ah! Dude! Billy Bob, get this thing out of here! Help!
Slow your roll, Billy Bob. You don't want none of this.
I'm good, man. Dude, help me!
I told you I'd slap him up. Mr. Gene!
Dude, where is he? Where is that thing?
Peekaboo, punk!
Ow! Oh!
Rabbit wingnut my ass!
Ow! Get off! Get off me!
Shut up and fight!
Billy Bob, come on, give me a hand, bro.
Nah, I'm good, man.
Alright.
Hit him with that slingshot thing you hit me in the head with.
What a wacko! Put that slingshot down! You look stupid! Just because you love Bruce Lee, that doesn't mean you are Bruce Lee. Nunchucks don't hit back. I do.
Dude, that's messed up. You won't help me. How about you, Grasshopper? Come on, man. Get in here and help me with this.
Hey, Grasshopper, we should call this Mr. Gene's slap talk, huh?
Dude, you see that thing?
Aren't you always telling people to be better? Well, why don't you tell your face that? This guy is a trip.
I got something for you. Where's my grinder?
Oh, shit, a grinder? I'm out of here.
Ah, you're so tough now, give your little robo arms. Got some pat. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Are you kidding me? Does this dude not know he just got slapped up? Well, he is persistent, though. I gotta give him that.
Dude, you got a nice little paint job on that little old robot body of yours.
Blah, 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 blah,
I will grind you up. You'll need a paint job. You'll probably get fired.
Shut up.
Dude, what is your problem, man?
Hey, Billy Bob, did you record that ass whooping on tape?
Hell yeah, what are you talking to Billy Bob for?
I'll give you $500 for it.
$500? Are you kidding me?
I got you.
For?
You know it, man.
$500.
Hell yeah, you looking at
I got you.
For?
I ain't here to start nothing, man.
Oh shit, a robot
But I gotta level up. Keep bringing them little robo arms, popping you upside the head. I got something for your ass.
Where's my radio, you toilet bug?
Alright, I'm putting this down. Do I need this back at you?
Billy Bob, I know you ain't got my radio.
Hell no.
Where's my radio?
Alright, listen, man.
We need to build a bridge and get over.
Shut up!
Anger is not for public display.
Listen here, you Facebook philosopher. You can't make a plant grow by pulling on it.
Facebook philosopher? There he goes again. Ugh. Dude, I didn't take your radio and stop
Here we
messing
go
with me.
again.
What's your...
Mr. Gene is now experiencing that emotions over intellect thing he lectured us about. Pear nose.
Why keep messing with me?
Cause you got a punchable face.
Man.
Oh, I'm sorry. You need a hug or something, Mr. Gene?
No, it hurt me most of all. Not you just kicking my ass. Saying I got a nose like a broken bear. That shit hurt, man. That hurt.
Be better.
I think I might even need a hug.
Yo, pear nose. Don't make it weird. I was only kidding about that shit.
Ow.
I don't do hugs, dumbass. Who's pear nose?
So anyway.
Hey, toilet pug. Sunshine every day makes a desert.
Oh, man.
Sorry, not sorry.
You little robotic shit tank.
Watching him lose his shit is hilarious.
Dude, I'll put you, man. Why do you keep...
Look at it this way. I may be your inner child. And yes, Mr. Gene, listen to your inner child. Are you listening?
Ugh, gross. I need to get my mind right. Listen.
Spit it out, pear nose.
Can you please tell the customer to come here? I've been here a while now.
My boss is on the phone, dude.
I mean, where is she?
Isn't this a free estimate?
How long do you think this free estimate takes?
You're a pain in the ass. I'll be right back. I'll go get her.
Thank you.
Billy Bob, don't forget about our side deal.
Hell no.
$500
So let
bucks.
him go check on her.
And Jersey boy, by the way, don't steal nothing.
What?
Here, boy.
Oh, my.
Watch these guys while I go get the boss, especially that one in the saw blade. He's from Jersey.
Hey, Billy Bob.
Be right back.
That was very unprofessional of me. Cut this out, all right? You know, cut that where, I got my ass kicked by a robot that big, all right? Cut that out. I want everyone to see me all spiritual and positive and shit, okay? Just cut it out. I don't want to see that. Don't even record that part where I was all sappy saying I need a hug and stuff like that, all right? Just cut it out.
You gotta give me $550, man.
What? What do you mean $550? Dude, I already paid for it.
That's my side hustle, man.
$550 to cut it out? Bro, I know the owners of Jazzy Films really well. And I also know the owners of Workflix.
What did you do that day, man? Who cares?
I'm talking to you. You might have to go work for someone else.
Oh, shit on that.
Come on, bro. Look out, man. Cut that out. I don't want people to see me like that. I'm trying to help my boy Grasshopper over here and other people. You know how many craftsmen and craftswomen might need to know how to do a side hustle?
That's my point,
they should know if they too meet a customer like that has a little crazy robotic whack job.
Well, we also got a robotic Rottweiler, man.
I just shouldn't have reacted like that. I should have, told him, yo, I don't take your radio. Yeah, man, that ain't me no more, man. God. Anyway, woosah.
That woosah thing ain't working for you, man.
All right, let me go check on him real quick, take a peek, and then I'll be right back with you.
Well, golly.
Make sure he's really asking her, yo, Mr. Gene's here for your estimate thing.
Yo, Mr. Gene, wait just a cotton pit minute, will you?
What you want, Billy Bob?
I can't be replaced. No hater will put up with your bullshit. Shave that crabgrass off your chin before you meet her, dummy.
What do you mean, shave?
Shave them gray weeds off your face. You always make fun of me for being a hillbilly.
Come on, man. You know I'm only messing with you. You always tell me you're proud to be a hillbilly, bro.
I am. My meemaw taught me how to catch rattlesnakes ever since I was a little youngin'. I'm a hillbilly for life.
Well, then what are you worrying about? I'm from Jersey. You're from, you said L.A., right?
L.A., born and raised, Lower Alabama, man.
Yeah. Well, to me, L.A. don't stand for Lower Alabama. I thought you were talking about Los Angeles. Whatever. Ooh, what's up?
Anyway, you look like that chicken dude, Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders? What? Oh, man, I got like 20 hairs acting up.
That's what I mean, man.
That's good advice.
Always dogging me, and I'm trying to make you be better.
Well, thanks for looking out, man. I wasn't worrying about how I looked, you know what I mean?
Well, you should, Mr. Gene. Every time you ask me for something, I don't know if I should respond with original or extra crispy. What you laughing about? Them chin hairs are no laughing matter, man.
Now I care how I look. Original or extra crispy? Are you kidding me, dude? Alright. I'm good, man. Alright. I'll go shave before I get in there.
I got you, Mr. Gene.
Oh, you can? Oh, what are you, all high-tech now? Alright. Go for it.
Just shut up and don't move, man. Stand still, will you? Gonna end up whacking your ears off.
Cool. No hands. No hands, look.
Dang, you can't even shut up for a haircut.
Billy Bob, you the man.
Tried to tell you.
Trim the sides, too. Get my hair.
Wow, next time I do this, duct tape over that mouth of yours.
Wow, this is wow. Not even hit my glasses. You the man.
Mr. Gene, that robotic Rottweiler looking kind of hungry, man.
Alright, now the dog might not bite me.
How long we gonna be here, man? Ow!
Woo! Billy Bob, you are a badass. You are not just an editor. You are a badass, man. Thanks, man. Thanks for scraping all that crabgrass off my jaw. Man, that would have been funny. You're right. Good looking out, bro. Good looking out, man. I would have went and seen my customer and been like, hey, it's Gene. I'm here to measure up your desk and pick out colors and things. And she would have said, extra crispy. I would have fell on the floor laughing. So thanks for, kind of hurt the Colonel Sanders thing, but thanks for looking out. Anyway, you, Grasshopper, I want you to really think about when you start your business, are you going to offer free estimates like everybody else does? Are you going to put it on your truck? Are you going to put it on your website? Are you going to put it on magnetics on your car? Just use my experience. Okay, I had to put, fill up the tank with gas. It's an hour away, this location. I planned on being here maybe an hour, tops 2, but looks like I'm going to be here 3 to 4 hours. Then I still got an hour drive, and this is before I get any money. This is before I can actually give an actual quote. So imagine that, all that money for one job. Not to mention, I got my ass kicked by a little robot, so it literally was an ass-kicking day. It's kicking my ass and it's kicking my bank account's ass. So you gotta kind of be on the ball. That's why I'm not staying here waiting. The sun might go down before she comes out here, so I'm gonna go check on her. Let me go. I gotta get back there. Make sure this little robot ain't just giggling at me, hanging out by the pool with her. Hello, robotic Rottweiler. Here, boy, you gonna bite me? See? Dude, I love dogs. Come on, man. I love cats, too. Do they make robot cats? I love all kinds of animals. Aww. Aw, cool dog. Yeah, good boy. This dog's a good dog. Come here. I love dogs. Even if they're robotic.
Alright, so you mind if I go by? I ain't got no Scooby snacks or nothing, but man, you're a good dog. You're a good dog. You're a good dog. Oh. Alright, enough of that. Okay, think about the free estimate thing. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go check on them, okay? Got a lot more stuff to do, and I got a lot of more things to break into you. Alright? This is just information I'm giving you. You don't have to listen to me. Personally, I'd love to see you too go get your ass kicked by a little robot for free. I would love that. But I gotta do my job because so many people help me. I just have to help you, man. I can't let you get in no trouble. Alright. Be back in a little bit. Hey, don't bite my friends over here, alright?
Hey, Grasshopper.
Wait.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Hold up.
Yo,
that can't be my boy Wally from New York.
What's up?
What's he doing
Oh
here?
shit, I'm busted.
It is you, dude. What's up? What you doing here? What you doing here in Florida?
Bob, let me in.
Dang, Wally, you damn tattletale.
Look, far travel, bro.
Hey, my friends look out for me like family, right? Heard you getting beat up by a robot. Is that true, Gene?
Dang, Wally.
Is that true, Gene?
Billy Bob.
Sorry, Mr. Gene, but you was getting your ass kicked.
Is that true, Gene?
Grasshopper, Mr. Gene is a man of integrity. Watch and learn how honest he is to tattletale Wally.
Nah, man, Billy Bob misunderstood.
So I did it, man.
There was like 10 robots.
Bullshit on that one.
Yeah, 10 of them. I kicked 10 of their asses, bro. You should have seen me. You know me, man. I got them all. I busted them all up, man.
Excuse me. I'm just allergic to bullshit.
But, anyway, how'd you get on set, bro?
Yeah, Billy Bob let me in.
Wally, he lying.
Billy Bob, huh?
Mr. Gene a trip. Wally, he lying like crazy.
Is that true, Gene? Hey, what's up? Hey, my friends look out for me like family, right? How's it going? Hey, Grasshopper, make sure you follow what Gene says. I did, and I have my own business now. It's a lot of work, stick-to-itiveness. Don't forget the struggle, don't forget the streets, and don't forget your roots. Bring it on. My friends look out for me like family. Pay attention, Grasshopper.
Where you go, bro? Go.
He split, Mr. Gene. Yeah, he heading back to New York. Boy got a business to run, you know. Plus, he helps lots and lots of people, so just let him be.
That's Wally, man. That's Wally. Flies all the way here to Florida to look out. Because like he said, you know, all my friends look out for me like family.
Yeah, but you a family fibber.
Oh, I started singing, man. Sorry about that. But, you sure he left? Dude.
Boy, that robot fib to Wally got you more nervous than a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocket chairs.
That's all he's about, man. Helping others.
I agree with you, Billy Bob.
Billy Bob, I won't hold it against you. I know it looked like I was getting my butt kicked by a robot, man. But again, make sure you give me that tape.
Hold it against me? Shit. I know what 10 robots looks like, and I know what one robot kicking your ass looks like.
He's a really good friend. If he found that tape of me getting my ass kicked by one robot, second, he's going to kick my butt because I told him a fib, and then he will make fun of me forever, dude.
Ain't nothing $650 can't take care of him, Mr. Jane.
Of course. Of course. Your side hustle's going up and up. I'll tell you what, I'll give you $700. Contracts deal, can't take it back, all right? $700 and you cannot raise it no matter what happens, all right?
Wow, side hustles do pay. I might quit my day job, Mr. Gene. Thanks.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.